Coming up, Jonathan is nowhere to be found as Cameraman Bill braves frozen water ice diving in New Hampshire. Welcome to Jonathan Bird's Blue World.
There's an ice dive scheduled for today in New Hampshire, where it's really cold. But turns out I'm in the Bahamas, so I'm sending Cameraman Bill.
All right, Blue World, how you doing? Cameraman Bill here, frozen tundra of New Hampshire, Lake Winnipesaukee. Today, I'm going to be ice dive certified. This is going to be cold.
It's a frigid, windy winter morning on Lake Winnipesaukee in New Hampshire. Bill meets his dive class at Central New Hampshire Divers in Laconia. The first order of business is filling out the paperwork. Then a quick pre-dive briefing in the last heated space they're going to see all day. Finally, it's time to head out to the ice. Lake Winnipesaukee is located not far from Mount Washington, in the middle of New Hampshire's lake region. Here in Center Harbor, there's an ice fishing competition going on, so the place looks like a carnival is in town. With over a foot of ice, people can drive their cars right out on the lake. Getting the gear to the site requires a trailer. But everyone else has to walk. This spot was chosen because of a unique underwater attraction for the divers to see. Before the diving can begin, there's a lot to do. Dive instructor Alexei Averin begins by assigning tasks. The process begins with an ice screw which marks the center of the work area.
So what we're doing here is we're drilling several holes outside of our central hole to allow light to shine through so we can see what we're doing underneath the ice.
Next, it's time to drill some holes. They don't need to drill all the way down to the water, just to the clear ice to allow light to pass through. Next, they scribe the outline of the hole. With the hole ready to cut, now it's time to suit up because things are about to get wet. A trailer provides some shelter from the wind, but it doesn't have heat. Everyone is wearing dry suits to stay warm.
So what you see us doing now is using a chainsaw to cut a triangular hole in the ice to gain access to the water. We're all taking turns as part of the class, and I can't wait for my turn with this chainsaw.
Step 1 is to drill the corners of the hole, this time all the way down to the water. Then the cutting begins. this cannot be good for your chainsaw. Because the giant slab of ice is way too heavy to lift, the team pushes it down and under, where it will be held in place by its own buoyancy. The wooden poles will keep it from freezing to the underside of the ice, so it can be put back later. Next, Alexei briefs the divers on the proper way to enter and exit the water.
Come on the same side, okay? Oh, shit.
Then Bill and his dive buddy John Hansel get ready to go. In each two-person dive team, one serves as the primary and the other as secondary. Alexei, as the instructor, will be in the water supervising. On the first dive, Bill's buddy John will be the primary diver, so he's connected to the dive tender above with a rope. Bill, as the secondary, is connected to John with another rope. Now it's time to submerge into the icy water. As the team descends, the tender up above has to pay out the line, but keep it taut enough that he can feel for a tug of distress. Meanwhile, Bill and John are heading towards the underwater attraction, which turns out to be an old wooden boat. Too small to be a shipwreck, it's a boat wreck. The attraction was definitely oversold. Man, I'm glad I'm in the Bahamas. It takes them 30 seconds to see the wreck, and then it's back to the surface. At the surface, they change roles. Bill becomes the primary diver, and John becomes the secondary.
Did you touch the bottom at all? No. You're going to be the first guy down this time?
Okay.
Then it's back down for another lap around the SS Minnow. With the training complete and the cold setting in, it's time to get out of the water. The hole is triangular in shape because it helps getting yourself out of the water, but in this case, it's a full-service operation.
Woohoo! for it. Good to go. I'm warming up my feet because they are very cold. This feels so good.
But Bill doesn't have much time in the hot tub because now it's his turn to be a tender. In an emergency, the tender can physically pull a diver all the way to the surface. No ice dive is complete without a cookout. Before they leave, the ice block is put back. It will freeze in place, preventing someone from accidentally falling through. Ice diving takes a lot of effort, and it's bad for your chainsaw. Furthermore, it's cold. Basically, I'm glad I'm in the Bahamas. Thanks, Bill, for going under the ice and showing us what it's like in the frozen blue world. Hey everyone! Thanks for watching our latest episode all the way to the end. Hit that subscribe button now so you won't miss our next episode. And check out our new second channel, Blue World Plus, for some awesome behind-the-scenes, vlogs, and extras.